Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 837 of Geeks in Space. I'm Rob Commander Takamalda, and joining me today amidst all this chaos is Chris DeBona.
Hi.
Rob Roseboom.
Hello.
To our video audience, we're using Video Ninja today instead of a Google Meet. So all the windows are all laid out wrong, and I'll fix it.
And there's weird and obnoxious echoing.
Are you getting an echo?
When Rob said something, I got an echo.
How about now?
No, it's better now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, maybe it just needed a minute to get itself
sync
together.
Every day you're buffering.
Every day you be buffering, yo.
That's right. It's Friday. How we doing?
Fine.
You don't sound fine.
Right.
You guys both sound pretty low energy today. Neither of you is equipped to be an 82-year-old president.
So, both allergies, and I had to do all the lawn work over the last couple of days, and
Yeah.
so it's been a bit much.
Indeed. There's nothing interesting
Now listen,
happening.
you know what? There's no requirement that I'm chipper every day.
No, you only are required
it's
to be
okay
chipper.
To not be okay sometimes.
Just twice a week for 20 minutes.
Mental health, dude.
Mental health. Yeah, we got a lot of that, don't we?
Mm.
All right. Let's see. Well, I realized I have this in there twice. We didn't talk about Prime Video's pausing ads last time, did we?
We did not.
Well, it's getting worse. They've confirmed that the Prime Video ads, when you pause them, are going to soon start showing ads with buttons to add to shopping cart, which I'm sure will be fine. And the related thing to this is that YouTube has been doing the same thing. YouTube changed the screensaver function on the Apple TV. And this is particularly enraging to me because now the Google screensaver kicks in and it locks out the Apple TV screensaver. So we have a screensaver war games happening between these two services. And right now it's just showing like pause screens, but of course in some number of revisions it's going to be putting up ads.
Yeah. So I admit I spent the $2.99 to have an ad-free experience. So I think that because honestly, Fallout Expanse.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting a lot of value. So beyond the primeness.
Sure.
So I'm like, and I don't really like commercials.
Well, I pay the full price for YouTube.
I do too.
And it's gonna
premium,
it's gonna start, and it ruined my screensaver. So I know they're gonna stick ads there because that's what they do. Because Chris, ever since you left, everybody that's there is garbage.
Well, great thing about getting laid off is you don't answer for those jerks anymore.
Yeah.
No, I'm cheap. I just bin like the read and sit through commercials.
Yep.
Like a limp asparagus.
Whoa.
Yep.
I will say there is at least one streaming service that I pay for that I also pirate the episodes of a couple of shows just because their app interface is so terrible it makes me want to barf. So
which service?
I will not identify that.
You don't need to tell me the show, but
I won't tell you the service.
Can improve.
They can all improve.
That's true.
But
so yes.
Yeah, but occasionally, even though I am currently paying for like 5 different channels, I'm paying for HBO, I'm paying for Disney, I'm paying for Netflix, I'm paying for Hulu, I'm paying for YouTube. Even though I'm paying,
so I'm not paying for Hulu. I'm paying for Max.
I'm paying for that. No, that's HBO now.
I don't pay for Apple Plus.
I'm paying for that.
Paramount Plus, which I think is another one.
Yep.
Did they merge that with something else yet? I don't know. No one knows.
Nobody knows. It's a mystery. But I pay for all of these services, and some of them I still pirate the episodes because it's easier to watch them in one interface.
Yeah. No, I pirate episodes all the time. Yeah.
Discovery and HBO are merging into one thing, right?
I thought they already were.
Did. Yeah. I don't mind. So the thing is, I pay for these things. Like when Franny moved to Canada, she's still on my family plan, but a lot of them won't cross the border.
Oh.
And it's like, what's that about?
You got a wire
and she
card.
can't even get them in some cases.
Yeah.
And it's like, so yeah. I'm paying for her, you know?
Lame. Look, I don't know. It frustrates me that even the services that we're paying for are getting worse. Like I shouldn't have to maintain a Plex server to watch shows that I'm already paying for because they can't be bothered to make an interface that's comfortable to use when like they're clearly making decisions based on their profits and not on usability, and that's my pet peeve, I guess. That's all I'm saying.
And I know it doesn't probably pop up a whole lot, but let me explain to you how horrible audio description, getting audio described content turned on any video service
Yeah.
is.
That's tough.
For reasons I've been exploring that a lot recently, and the state of things is
it easier
terrible.
to pirate it than to use, like, say, Netflix or Hulu or whatever? I mean, that's my question. What's the state of audio description and piracy?
Because the audio description stays with the service, and each service has a different way of turning it on. Amazon supposedly turns it on automatically, but you have to do it from the show. You can't go into your settings and set, oh, I want everything audio described. You have to start watching a show and then click on the show and then go into a submenu that only exists if you're on the screen with the show.
Right.
And Netflix is totally different.
Yep.
And
all of these, you have the same problem. It's not as bad, but you have the same problem with subtitles. Like every app is different. And like sometimes I just start getting subtitles in French. And like I usually, like I'm old, I usually want subtitles on.
In French?
I don't read French, Chris. I dream in it. But I don't.
So you're Luc Besson in your dreams.
Yeah, very much so. Okay. But it's mostly just the thermal bandages.
I don't understand it in my dreams either. I just speak it fluently.
It's just there.
I assume whatever I say is fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's see here. Well, Peter Jackson, guys, he's going to be making more Lord of the Rings. Yay!
Yeah, I saw that. Can I ask a question? You know, I've read The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, and I got a little through the Silmarillion, and I was like,
yeah,
what's left for him to adapt?
His own imagination
wasn't good.
Nope.
You know?
No. Maybe they're going to do
the stuff
first
that is film, which will center
the stuff that his kid wrote afterwards. Maybe
it could be. I think they're just going to write an original story because it's going to star Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis is directing and playing Gollum. So I assume it's going to be a Gollum prequel, guys.
God, I hope it's a buddy flick.
That'd be so great, you know?
But it's him in the ring going on precious adventures.
Right.
No. He's just a normal jewelry maker who comes across the One Ring and it ruins his life, you know? I don't know.
No, I like the idea of...
It sounds awful.
I like the idea of a buddy comedy where he's just talking to the ring. Come on, Precious, let's go. But he's not a Gollum yet.
Wasn't he... He played like a normal person.
He was in 13 going on 30. He was in Andor. He's directed a few movies, quite a few movies, actually.
Did he direct his kid and The Kid Would Be King?
I don't know.
That's my question.
He's a working guy.
Movie.
He's a working guy.
He's an actor and director.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
I just think this is the wrong. It's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, well, but you got to milk
morally challenging.
You got to milk that IP.
Let's stop, beating the dead horse corpse of this thing.
Hey, speaking of beating dead horses, did you see that in China now there is a thriving business where they will deep fake your dead relatives?
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Like that's creepy. Like this is the sort of thing that you see in the sci-fi movie. Where like somebody can't let go of the dead relative and they talk to him and it's an AI or something. We're so close to that. And like, it's already a thing.
I don't know if it was Slashdot days or one of the very early ones. They had a company that had a video screen that would automatically start playing when you went to the grave and you could record a message before you died. add this
Mm-hmm.
technology to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Embed it and charge 60 grand in like a year, $1,000 a year to maintain it. Yeah.
Right.
That's how most people are thinking in the United States. Like in other places, they're like, no, you'll have the app and then we won't charge you over and over and over again.
The worst part is that when you pause Dead Grandma, it's going to show you ads. Grandma wants
cool
me.
if
people who liked your dead grandma also like
Lucky
it'd be cool if she started hawking it like old variety shows.
Oh my God.
This grandma brought to you by Coke.
Again, $1 billion idea that we're not going to pursue.
But is absolutely going to happen inside of a decade.
Oh no! Inside of a year, there's probably some dumb startup that just got like $20 million in funding to put advertisements into the mouths of your relatives.
Okay, that's a good one of those long bets.
Yeah,
that's a really good long bet.
That's a short bet, bud. That's someone's going to do that.
Of course, somebody's going to do it.
I'm so glad to hear about your granddaughter's test going well. Have you considered the Russian School of Math down on 1495 El Camino Real to help her with her math score?
That reminds me, I know I've been dead since 1988, but the new episode of Fallout just came out, and you should watch it, honey.
Skip ad, Mom. Skip
ad.
Skip ad, Mom.
Unsubscribe, Mom.
Oh no.
God, I just wanted to talk about this stuff.
Okay.
Why do I have to go through this? Is that a pop? Is that a pop over on you, Mom?
All right. The terms of this.
No, don't close, Mom.
The terms of this bet has to basically be a dead relative giving you a custom ad.
Yeah.
And you think within 12 months?
Just think about it until the kids figure out how to play their emulators on grandma's gravestone when they're bored, get a virus on it and just plays porn all day. You get a call from the graveyard that grandma's tombstone is just cranking porn out in the cemetery for the last 2 hours, and they're going to shut it down unless you pay to have it fixed. I mean, big ball of work.
It's going to be so great. The future is really coming together, guys.
Yeah. It's a lot like the future of app delivery through our valuable partner. No, I'm kidding. All right, unsubscribe.
Nobody's gonna subscribe. Nobody's gonna pay us. They know better than that.
Oh God.
We would not make. We
also don't have the audience.
That's
frankly.
true. Well, or the interest.
Yes.
Okay, I'm adjusting a couple of things to try to make.
Who is interested?
Who is that?
Your mom.
Oh, your mom.
No, see, all your mom jokes end up becoming your mom advertising jokes.
Oh, God, it's gonna be bleak. God, we are really gonna live in a
Can
dark
we stop
future.
creating this future? The three.
We're not creating it.
The wrong people are listening, and they're going to create this thing. Just suddenly, all the headstones are going to be hawking, I don't know, Viagra replacements and hair replacement crap and Cybertrucks from beyond the grave.
It's too late. The machines are already listening.
Yeah,
yep.
Already working on it.
I get spam regularly from services. From your mom. No, your mom, Chris.
Your mom.
No, Chris, your mom.
Is your mom dead? Mine's dead.
That's why it's your mom.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Does she keep telling you to stick your fingers in the trunk of a Cybertruck to see?
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
Jesus, man.
I can't get enough of these videos of these idiots. Like, here, I'm going to show you all those people that. Oh, my finger's broken. Oh no.
Look, it breaks a stick. Oh, look, it breaks a carrot. Let's try my finger.
Think of this. The number of complete idiots that spent $100,000 and they're doubling down.
Yeah.
They're like, not only did I spend $100,000 on this monstrosity and didn't even wrap it, I'm going to stick my finger in it. It's like, oh my God, how did you get $100,000?
It's amazing. We live in a great world.
Yeah.
We live in a dystopia. It already happened. We just didn't notice.
Sure.
So Marvel cast Galactus.
I sorted by rising, which is what I thought you wanted me to do. But now I'm seeing the story we already did.
No, we didn't do that
because
yet.
It's such a cool story.
We didn't do that story yet.
We didn't do that. No, we did.
No, we didn't.
Oh, this is a new solar storm.
I posted it 4 hours
not
ago.
The old solar storm.
It's way different.
That was a solar probe.
this should show you how much I give a crap about Marvel.
Right.
I'm like, I'd rather debate the Solar Storm story placement than
Sure.
But Galactus,
some unknown guy from a show I didn't see is going to be on a show that's going to probably flop because you can't film the Fantastic Four.
Well, it all depends on how good the helmet is.
It all comes down to the helmet.
That,
yeah,
right?
that's true. I mean, even Magneto's helmet was a challenge, but yet, Ian wearing it. So it's like, okay.
So this is Ralph Ineson. He was in The Witch, and he was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
like I recognize his face.
I recognize him from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
he was one of the guys who probably died.
Well, I'm just glad that they've announced
a sword. He was mad about some stuff.
And they were dragons.
Yeah, had a nude scene.
Yeah, he was with a prostitute while talking to the Tyrion guy.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, I mean it's half the cast.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just glad that now we know there's going to be a Silver Surfer and a Galactus. So that kind of says they're going to do the origin story, the very first story arc, right?
Even the best actors in the world cannot save this. They can't.
You might be right.
End, you're going to have a Mandalorian guy with stretchy arms. Stretchy arms.
I'm
it's
there
going to
for
take
it.
people out of it, man.
I'm there for it.
Yeah.
But I like the Fantastic Four. I enjoy those characters.
Oh, I like them. I just don't think it's filmable.
I really hope you're wrong.
Yeah.
I
mean, this isn't Guardians of the Galaxy where you have a cute raccoon. They've
done a really good job so far with the franchise, though.
I'm kind of pissed they're using Eben Moss Bachrach as the Thing. It's like, dude, really?
That's awesome. That's great.
He's so good.
He is.
That's
maybe
great
casting.
He can make the Thing not suck.
That's great casting.
Yeah, maybe he's the one who can make the Thing not suck. No one can make Mr. Fantastic not suck.
You're harsh. You're harsh.
His superpower is he can be a table
I'm just
cloth.
saying facts. Much like your mom would tell you to go see Fantastic Four playing at the Cine Arts Theater in downtown wherever.
And don't forget to enjoy an extra-sized popcorn for $2 off limited time, honey.
If you
use
click
bonus,
if you
use
don't
bonus
click
code,
ad, I'll give you the coupon code.
Thanks, Mom. I miss you.
Bonus code dead mom.
You really would have loved to see your grandchildren graduate.
Yeah, and you know what I miss? I miss the chance to go see Fantastic Four playing on July. All right.
That Pedro Pascal sure is a tasty dish.
He is quite fantastic in the new movie playing now.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
I hear he has Riz.
Riz.
Mom, nobody says Riz. You've been dead since the 80s.
You're Notch.
Oh, good Lord.
All right. The Noah story, that Noah's forecasting.
I am happy that star from Game of Thrones is going to be in the movie that I am promoting.
Yeah.
Like there's a prompt error.
Yeah, totally.
Up. Yeah.
So the solar story that you were talking about, NASA or NOAA is predicting a massive solar flare storm for 10 p.m. tonight.
Oh,
it's been
very exciting.
Yeah, it's been like building up all
I
week.
should get some welding glass and stick it on my telescope.
I'll get the ritual prepared.
Yeah, please.
The alignment of the planets and the solar flare.
Maybe we can finally get back to Earth.
Yes.
No.
I have to tell you, your space station is looking more and more like an apartment, or house.
Yeah, dude, right?
All the time,
Yeah.
It looks like just a clutter room.
I'm inside the IT room of my satellite.
I'm inside the Millennium Falcon, but it's the shitty one, not the good one.
There you go.
Oh.
Now I'm a little lower. Oops. I'm a little lower in Earth orbit now.
All right. Fine. I'll be on a holodeck.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Right. Maybe I'm on Dune.
Oh crap! I have a Dune one in here somewhere, but I only have this. I only have a random button. I don't have like a in sequence. There we go. I'm on Tatooine.
Here's my Rhino being transported across the dunes. You might remember the Rhino story from how many years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still stuck in
that Rhino.
Room.
The generator room. There we go.
Yeah.
Now I'm on Dune. Okay. I have like 18 in my rotation. Oh, good. And now you're animated. That'll do good for our bandwidth.
I call this Outrun.
Oh, totally. Very Sega.
game.
Sega.
Sega.
All right. The last one was Amazon Prime's are getting ads are getting worse. I watched Ghostbusters, the new one.
You did, huh?
I did. It is garbage. I was.
Oh, really?
Surprise.
Yeah, I was like actively disappointed because some of the movie critics that I generally agree with were like, "Oh, just set aside your feelings about and just give it a chance and you'll enjoy it." And I really tried, but like there are like 15 people in this movie and I don't care about half of them. And so it's like they took 3 movies, glued them together, and none of them worked. Because you're always paying attention to the wrong people.
Okay.
What's the split if it's 15? It can't be half. So is it 8 you hate or 7 you hate?
I didn't hate any of them. They just needed to get rid of about 8 people because like everybody's got to have some screen time. And so okay.
Yeah, that's tiresome. You know, you're not there for the audition tapes. You want the completed movie, you know?
So they have 3 original Ghostbusters. They have Walter Peck.
Why do they have Peck?
They have the family, and then there's like several of their friends, and then Patton Oswalt is in it for some reason.
What? I mean, he's fine, but it sounds like did they add Ernst from Ernst Goes to Camp?
No, but they got Kumail Nanjiani.
What? Why?
Because we need more people.
But
and there's a little ghost girl.
Sorry, as far as I'm concerned, we don't need him in anything.
Why? You didn't like Dinesh in Silicon Valley?
Probably my least favorite character, although he was okay. Anything, I just, not my jam. Not funny, I don't think.
I really liked him. He directed or wrote a movie about him and his wife being
sick.
His
life?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I liked him.
All right. Sure.
I think he's fine. I think he's funny, but this movie just has so many characters and it's not that long. It's only like 2 hours long. And it's like, you're just like not interested. Like, okay, if they just told me the story about the family and had one Ghostbuster show up for exposition, they could have probably made that story work. But it's not funny. The first Ghostbusters is funny. And the jokes are not funny. They're just people talking like to get you to the next little mini action set piece.
Was this like member berries or what?
It is a lot of member berries. Like they even call Peck Dickless in one bit. So there is a lot of member berries, but there are parts of the member berries that work. Like the family is living in the firehouse, right? Sure. And so they've got the washer and the dryer in the same room as the containment system. And that's actually funny, right? Like, of course, it's in the basement with the containment system that you're living here. Yeah. That's a good gag. Like that sort of stuff. Like we're trying to start the business up, working in the bring back. That could be really funny, and like it could be endearing, with a family struggling or whatever. And it's just not that because there's so many other characters that you don't care about in there. I don't know. I was really sad. I'll just go ahead and blatantly spoil the ending. The ending has half
Do they bust a ghost in the ending?
They do.
There you go.
They have half of them holding their proton packs, like all together as a team, shooting energy at the ghost. And then the other half of them are all grabbing onto one of those like round handle things to open and close the containment system. And so there's 4 people just working together to turn a knob, and then 5 people shooting their proton packs, and that's the finale. It's so stupid. And you know me, I like everything.
I mean, having you say that a movie is terrible fills me with dread and fear of ever seeing the film.
Because Madame Web was terrible. But this was worse. Madame Web was just awful.
Did they have Madame Web in the new Ghostbusters? I mean, because
that would be crossover synergy.
Start adding people,
Yeah, Ghost Corps needs to make more bank. I also watched Dune Part 2 again. So
Dune Part 2. I haven't watched Dune.
Oh man,
I know I have to turn my nerd card, but
I've seen it 3 times now. It's great.
It's good.
I made a with my good friend ChatGPT, I made a program. Here, I'm going to paste it into the channel because here's my logic. One of the things I've been saying lately is if you look at the cost of just like a good quality, good color temperature light, you know, like a can light or another light, they're often quite expensive.
For sure.
You know, but you know what isn't very expensive? Televisions.
Okay.
In fact, you can get like a 40-inch TV for the same price.
All right.
As one of those can lights. So why not have? And I have my monitors. My monitors are in front of a lot of the lights in this room.
Okay.
So why not have a monitor be a gel light? So there you go. I created a thing. You can go there and you can.
You can use a $300 monitor as a color monitor.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally.
So I've got this ridiculous monitor here and this one here and that one here.
Sure.
It's like, you know, why not? And then it doesn't do any cookies. There's no ads.
Oh, there should definitely be ads.
There's no ads.
Why not? You're not monetizing.
It's 3 kilobytes. I don't care. Do you know how many people have to use this thing before I even notice? I don't log it. I don't do anything. And when you pick a special color, or you change the color, it changes the URL. You just bookmark the URL and you get your colors back.
You're so generous.
It's perfect.
I have a VESA arm mounted right here with no monitor on it. And there's been no monitor on it for like the last year. So I took it off.
Right. Now you can make it useful again.
I could. But you know why I don't have a monitor there? Is because...
Watch. Are you ready?
Yep.
Blue.
Oh, you're blue.
Are you ready? Red.
Oh, you're so many colors.
Ready? Green. You can have 5 presets, but because it's green,
you're transparent.
Oh, I can't use green. I'll have to use blue.
To our podcast listeners, Chris uses a green screen, and the green light has made him ghostly. He's now our own Slimer.
Yeah.
There's something strange.
Hopefully I won't get busted by Madam Web in Ghostbusters.
Your mom wants you to go see it right now. Oh, son, go see that new Ghostbusters. That Paul Rudd, he's actually older than me.
Yeah, right. He'll never die.
He is. Is there any media coming out worth seeing? Rob, are you caught up on Jeremy Clarkson's Farm?
I am, but the last half of the season drops today.
Oh, did it? Because the piglet episode was brutal.
Oh, gosh. Did he eat a piglet?
I mean, I guess they're farmers.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Eyes.
Yeah.
I'm not criticizing it on that level. I'm just like,
it's a terrible color.
It was like, oh, the piglets.
The piglets.
Oh, the piglets.
Yeah, you know, they're raising them to kill and eat.
For sure. But that doesn't make it any less sad when they're getting squished by Fat Mama.
Oh, God, no. That sounds awful.
Well, there's a reason they have so many.
There you go.
Ambalus asks to watch Madam Web or The Marvels. Ambaloo, you should watch The Marvels. The Marvels is a totally fine movie. It's not great. It is totally middling marble. Madam Web is garbage.
You will not watch The Marvels twice.
I did watch it twice, and the second time through,
Why?
I saw it in the theater, and then I saw it with my kids.
You're the one.
Yep, I'm the one.
Yeah.
The Marvels is just fine. It is, as a middling Marvel movie, it is just fine. It does not offend. It is not boring. It is charming and fun.
I found it offensive.
Because of the Flurgan?
The Marvels or Madam Marvel?
No, the Marvels. You know what really bothered me in the Marvels? It's that they were supposed to be all these people from history, and they did not represent those people. You know what I mean? Gilgamesh did not look like what Gilgamesh would look like.
That was the Eternals.
You mean the Eternals?
You're thinking about the Eternals.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
The Marvels is the one with the 3 Miss Marvel, Miss not
Brie
Marvel.
Larson.
Oh God, that
and
was
Captain
terrible.
Marvels.
That was totally
fine.
fine.
I want to watch that twice.
That was awful. That was as bad as the Eternals, at least. I was so bad I forgot that it was a thing.
I was fine with the Eternals too.
Yeah, the Eternals had too many actors.
It did. It really did.
You know?
There's got to be like a rule of thumb for how many minutes of screen time you need to care about an actor,
and how little knowledge of physics you have to have. You know.
No, I was fine with both the Eternals and the Marvels. Those are both middling Marvel movies. They are, if you want to just go and watch a 2-hour movie and have some fun, that's fine. Madam Web made me angry because it was not good.
Yeah. If you want to go watch something for 2 hours, there's hundreds of better choices.
Documentaries.
I'm not disagreeing that there are better choices.
Classic movies.
There are
honestly, there's some YouTube channels you could just watch 2 hours of them.
Yeah, I watch a dude power wash sometimes.
Yeah,
he just got a dirty driveways and he makes dirty driveways.
Would you rather watch 2 hours of power washing than the Eternals again? I mean, really?
I would definitely today at this moment.
There's some great power washing channels,
but I've seen the Eternals twice. So.
Yeah,
I watched most of these movies twice. Once to just kind of enjoy it, and then the other to kind of more dissect it.
And once to punish yourself.
Yep.
For watching it the first time.
Yep. Just to make sure I know my failures. Know thyself. All right, gentlemen, is there anything coming out this weekend worth watching? Fall Guy is apparently bombed last weekend, or didn't bomb.
Oh, it didn't do well.
Apparently it's good, but nobody's going to movies anymore. Probably because your mom...
and also,
that's not true. Maybe they're just not going to that movie. Maybe there's a reason.
Yeah. I mean, no one's asking for the Remington Steele movie either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe $6 Million Man might pull.
Maybe.
But past that,
the Fall Guy.
The Fall Guy. I mean, it wasn't that good of a show.
Yeah,
I never saw
it. Was Heather. What's her name? Locklear. And they had to have her in a bikini in the opening credits to get people to watch that thing.
This one though, they had high hopes on it because Gosling was just in the Barbie movie, which was a big hit, and Emily Blunt was just in Oppenheimer, which was a big hit.
Here's the thing: I don't think stars have power like that.
It's gone.
They don't. Well, I don't think they ever did.
Oh no, they definitely did.
Back in the day.
No,
Schwarzenegger, Stallone.
Way back in the day.
They did a study in the 90s. They found that only 2 stars could actually pull, and that was Tom Cruise and Sandra Bullock, and everyone else made no difference.
Right. Like in the golden age, you would go see a movie because it had your favorite leading lady or favorite leading man.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a thing that died when color happened.
I was just reading about Clara Bow.
Clara Bow.
She was a 20s black and white era silent film star.
Bow.
Yeah, of course.
We're not new.
Well, I actually looked her up because there was also a Sierra game called Laura Bow, the Colonel's Bequest or whatever in the 90s and the 80s. And I had to look it up because I wasn't sure if that was a reference or not, because Taylor Swift put out a song about Clara Bow recently. But there was actually in her Wikipedia, I think it was, I was reading about her, and they were saying that one of the producers was in the 20s was like, I just want to put her in the movie because if I put her in the movie, I make 30% more.
Yeah.
Replace her with any other actress, you make less money.
And it's worth pointing out, this is when people had the movie theater or a unair conditioned home.
Right.
It's like, this was a long time ago.
Well, in the 20s and 30s, I didn't really realize that in the 20s and 30s, something like 60 to 70% of Americans watched a movie every week.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
I mean, they were low cost.
Yep.
They were, moderately fun and air conditioned.
Right.
So
now the biggest blockbuster movie makes $100 million. So that means what? 10 million people saw it. So at best, that's like 3% of the U.S. population.
Yeah.
And since a lot of those are probably repeat buys, maybe 2%. So a blockbuster week probably has 2 or 3% of Americans watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different economy. Well, I don't have anything else on my list. Shall we go about our day?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Fare thee well, Rob Roseboom.
Goodbye.
And also to you, Chris DeBona.
Bye.
That was episode 837 of Geeks in Space. I was Rob Commander Taco Maldo. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.